Hi, this is Rolf Denver. Come with me as I go hiking in Deer Creek Canyon Park today. The views expressed in this video are my own. I'm a volunteer for Jefferson County Open Space, and I'm just happy to report that Deer Creek Canyon is partially open now after the really damaging quarry fire. I especially love the flowers and birds at Deer Creek Canyon Park. This is a salsify. There can be very tiny flowers too. This is a plant called tansy mustard. Here's groundsel and larkspur. Yeah, you hear an occasional airplane, but what you hear all the time is all these birds around here. Most of them are spotted towhees. I've heard meadowlarks this morning. I've heard house wrens. And the way I can identify all these, especially to begin with when I'm just learning them, is through this great app called iNaturalist. If I see them and if I hear them, there's a terrific app called Merlin where I can just start doing a little recording, and instantly the app tells me, oh, that's a spotted towhee, or oh, that is a house wren, or many other much more esoteric birds that I don't know. Ooh, tons of groundsel out today. This is awesome. And in among the groundsel, I spot my first orange trash flower. My personal record of picking up dog poop bags in this park is 14, but another volunteer once picked up 29. So please take your dog poop bags out with you, because we volunteers don't come along even every day. Here are some gorgeous bluebells. So I really like these spotted towhees. They make that tuk 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 brrr noise, and they're quite pretty with that brown and white and black. So when you round the curve here, you can really start to see where the fire took place. In the center of the screen there is an area called Red Mesa, which is, or has been, really a beautiful kind of remote feeling place to hike. I've seen mountain lion and bear tracks there. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen so much groundsel, it's a yellow plant, and larkspur, it's the purple plant, in this park. I have no idea whether that has anything to do with the fire that went through, or if it's just one of those things. I've noticed year over year there's different kinds of plants, different kinds of flowers that seem to predominate. Like one year, oh, here it is. One year these plants were all over the place. That is poison hemlock. And yes, it is poison, and it's the kind of plant that I think it was Socrates who ate to commit suicide. And next to the poison hemlock is a very pretty little flower called the western wallflower. Not to be confused with the groundsel, which is bigger and looks different. Okay, after talking about how certain plants seem to predominate one year than others, now suddenly I'm seeing this year tons of these poison hemlock. Pretty wild. I haven't noticed these before in this park that much. I've seen them in South Valley Park and other parks, but not that much in this park. Okay, this is one of my favorite flowers. It's a little tiny one, and what I like about it is it's very pretty, but it's also has a combination of the prettiest flower and the weirdest name. It's called a spiderwort. A spiderwort. I'm 66 and I feel incredibly fortunate to still have enough health that I can go hiking almost every day in fantastically beautiful places like this, so close to where I live. I mean, my gosh, I don't think I've ever seen this many larkspur around here either. And it's right by a burned area. Coincidence? Maybe, maybe not. And to clarify that last comment, I am definitely not advocating for fires. Controlled burns are one thing. Dangerous fires that could have easily spread, could have easily destroyed this entire park and could have easily burned down houses in nearby neighborhoods, are to be avoided. By the way, these are the main tools of my trade. Some trash picker-upper sticks so I don't have to pick up the nasty stuff and so I don't have to bend over. And my little clear bag, which has one dog poop bag I've found so far in it. I like taking clear bags if possible because people actually can see that I'm picking up trash, that there is trash out here to pick up. So up ahead of me right now is Plymouth Mountain. The trail goes around it and goes to the top of it where you can have some really nice views. And Plymouth Mountain was spared from the fire, thankfully. This is so beautiful. This is the time of year for the cactuses to come out and bloom too. And they are just stunningly beautiful. Remember that yellow spiky plant I talked about called a salsify? Well, here's what it looks like when it's all turned into like what looks like the world's biggest dandelion. But it's much bigger. It's probably 5 times the size of a dandelion. I saw this bush a while back at the start of the trail, and I realize now I called it by the wrong name. Put the correct name in the comments if you know. This is cinquefoil. I've seen lots and lots of these purple flowers too. They're less dark purple than the larkspur, and these flowers are called penstemon or beard tongue. Here's the steepest part of the trail where there's a lot of steps, not stairs, Ralph, steps. And next to those steps are lots and lots of these purple flowers, not to be confused with larkspur. These are penstemon. So these yellow flowers are called thermopsis. They're really pretty. Now we're up into the woods. Douglas fir and ponderosa pine for the most part, and a couple of beautiful little meadows like this with thermopsis. So this is a scenic view in one direction. Way in the distance is Mount Blue Sky. And way down here are Parry Peak and James Peak, which are kind of near Winter Park. So way in the distance here is North Arapahoe Mountain. And down here, you can see the Lockheed Martin facility in front. And then there's Red Rocks, where they have all the concerts. And as I'm here videotaping some penstemon and groundsel, you can hear, but I guarantee you won't see, the hermit thrush. That beautiful doo-doo-doo-doo. Sounds like tinkling glass. I think the hermit thrush and the canyon wren have the 2 prettiest calls of any North American birds, as far as I'm concerned. Well, maybe the red-tailed hawk.